Coming up, a UTRGV group is fighting to combat eating disorders. Details ahead. Plus, a controversial moment to ban certain books in Texas school districts leads to pushback from advocates. And an app that's helping Valley residents stay healthy. KVAQ-TV starts now.
Hey vaqueros, welcome back. This is the 7th spring edition of KVAQ-TV. Live from the studio, I'm Dathan Trevino. Today is Monday, February 26th, and at the top of the newscast, Eating Disorder Awareness Week runs from February 26th to March 3rd. A local dietitian explains how social media trends and Valley culture could lead to eating disorders and negative views of ourselves. Andrea, tell us more.
Dietitian Veronica Gonzalez talks about how eating disorders can stem from current concepts such as pretty privilege and globe culture. A psychologist discusses ways to get help. The National Eating Disorder Association says 28.8 million Americans will have an eating disorder in their lifetime. To address this issue, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office on Women's Health observes Eating Disorder Awareness Week annually. UTRGV Counseling Center intern Melissa Diaz is one of the people running the Body Project, a 4-session program created as a preventive method for eating disorders and to spread body positivity among the student population.
One of us will say something like, oh, I really need to lose some weight to fit into my bathing suit, so I'm going to stop eating breakfast and dinner. The other participant would talk to them in a role play and kind of explain like, oh, what makes you think you need to do that? Nurturing nutrition and wellness dietitian Veronica Gonzalez highlights how words of endearment on body image are embedded into Hispanic culture, which tend to have a negative effect on people's mental health. Gonzalez adds pretty privilege is focused on a standardized Eurocentric image and how globe culture is all about perfectionism.
To gain control of something that someone cannot control. And in this case, these glow up series, they're trying to control their perfect outcome.
UTRGV's Counseling Center Director Christopher Alford says the act of eating is often used to cope with emotional problems.
When someone has eating disorder behaviors, there are emotional consequences, but there's also emotional causes. So so it's before, during, and after, right?
The Body Project is open to all students, with its next group session available after spring break. For KVAQ-TV live from the studio, Andrea Flores.
Since 2021, some school districts in Texas have been banning certain books in public school libraries, leading to pushback from advocates. Monica Chavez with the story.
The work of an organization has reversed House Bill 900 through research and reporting across the U.S. On January 17, a federal appeals court rejected an attempt to reinstate a Texas law that bans sexually explicit books from public school libraries. House Bill 900, a law signed by Governor Greg Abbott last June, mandated that booksellers evaluate and rate books for sexual content before selling them to primary and secondary schools. On the front line of the battle against book bans is PEN America, a global nonprofit organization that promotes free expression and human rights through literature. PEN America program manager on Freedom to Read in America, Sabrina Baera, says its main task is to inform.
Being able to talk to educators, librarians, legislators as well about how book banning may be impacting them and what strategies they can use to be able to stop it and why it's important.
Amid the controversy over book bans, a candidate for Missouri Secretary of State, Valentina Gomez, went viral on social media by publicly burning 2 books in early February, an LGBTQ guide for teens and a sex education manual. Baera says censorious legislation continues to be a facet of the political campaigns.
It is extremely damaging to both the students who are witnessing this, but the people whose lives are represented in those books that were being burned.
Brownsville Library Branch Manager Brenda Trevino says the BISD district has no need for book bans and speaks about the importance of personal choice.
We were taught that as Providers of information, we shouldn't be censoring. We are a place of knowledge, place of access to our technology. It is within the own person to make the decision whether they find what they need to use.
According to PEN America, at least 500 books are banned in Texas. To see a full list of banned books, visit the PEN America website. For KVAQ-TV in Brownsville, Monica Chavez.
A nonprofit organization is empowering Texas to live longer, healthier lives through friendly competition. Julia Guerrero with the details.
It's Time Texas, a statewide nonprofit organization, collaborates with local cities to promote healthy communities. According to the organization, more than 2/3 of adults and 1/3 of children are overweight or obese, causing life expectancy in Texas to be low. Community Challenge Program Director Celine Guerrero says the organization works with schools in the Valley and implements health programs.
We have 8 schools that we work with, and we do create school health improvement plans for them. So we identify any health challenges that the schools might have.
The nonprofit offers free resources such as telehealth coaches, nutrition programs, and workout classes. Guerrero says the organization offers an 8-week community challenge at the beginning of every year. Participants compete with others by logging their healthy habits on the app, such as eating a healthy meal or taking a walk.
We do make it competitive. We did gamify the app a little bit, but it all goes back to really making sure that people are becoming a little bit more aware and more conscious about what they're putting in their bodies and how much they're moving their bodies.
In 2023, over 22,000 people registered for the 8-week challenge, a number that the organization hopes to surpass this year. The City of FAR, who competes under the medium-sized category, is just one of the many Valley cities participating in the challenge. Public Information Officer Yuri Gonzalez says the city is hoping to add a 7th trophy.
Our points are very close, so I think it's just time to step it up and really encourage our community to come out and participate. We push this message out to our residents, students, staff members, everyone. And it's a really competitive but exciting time because these events are fun.
Gonzalez says the city continues to promote healthy habits with new events such as walks with the mayor and activities through the parks and recreation. For KVAQ-TV in Edinburgh, Julia Guerrero.
Hailing from New York, rapper Isaac Amani Newman is spreading his passion for artistry in downtown Harlingen. Amani has held an open mic at the Luna Sky Lounge since October, offering new talent an opportunity to shine. Luna Sky Lounge is accepting all forms of artistry like comedians, rappers, singers, and more. Amani says this event offers the community the opportunity to express their inner selves with their respective art forms.
This is like a chance for people to finally shave that ignorance and that ignorant thinking of like, oh, there's nothing going on in Harlingen, there's not much happening. One thing I'm starting to do is paint the narrative that no, like there's a lot of creative, talented people down here.
Amani adds he was inspired to host his own open mic after performing for some time at the Flying Walrus Bar. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to watch us Monday through Friday on VCast monitors and social media. For KVAQ-TV, I'm Dathan Dervino. Have a great week, Vaqueros.